I had a student last week show me his project. He was proud of it. He said, "Professor, I built this entire app in 2 hours." I looked at the code. And then I looked at him. And I said, "You didn't build this. ChatGPT built this. You just typed words." And he got defensive. He said, "But I prompted it. I directed it. That's still development." No. No, it's not. That's not development. That's delegation. And there's a massive difference between building something and outsourcing the building to a machine. I'm an IT professor. And I need to talk about the most dangerous mindset in tech right now, because AI is coming for your job. Not directly, but indirectly. And the way it's going to happen is going to surprise you. Here's what's actually happening. AI isn't going to replace developers. That's not the real threat. The real threat is something much more subtle. AI is going to replace the need for average developers. Think about that. If a junior developer can use AI to do the work of 3 junior developers, companies don't need 3 junior developers anymore. They need one who knows how to use AI effectively. And that's the trap. Because right now, most students are learning to use AI as a crutch, not as a tool. They're not learning to think better. They're learning to think less. I see it every day. Students who can't write a single line of code without asking AI first. Who can't debug without pasting errors into ChatGPT. Who can't design a system without having AI outline it for them. And here's the scary part, they think this is efficient. They think this is the future. But what they're actually doing is training themselves to be replaceable. Because if an AI can do your job with a good prompt, then the person writing the prompt is the one with value. Not you. Let me tell you about 2 students. Both graduated last year. Both knew how to use AI tools. Student 1, let's call him Mark. Mark used AI for everything. Every assignment, every project, every task. His code was always clean. His projects always worked. He looked like a superstar. Student 2, let's call her Sarah. Sarah used AI strategically. She used it to learn faster, to explore ideas, to debug harder problems. But she always understood the code she produced. She could explain every line. Mark got hired fast. Big company, good salary. Sarah got hired too. Smaller company, less pay. 6 months later? Mark was struggling. Because his company started requiring code reviews. And when people asked him to explain his code, he couldn't. When they asked him to modify something without AI, he froze. He was building on a foundation of sand. Sarah? She got promoted. Because she could do something Mark couldn't, she could think. She could solve problems without a machine. She could walk into a room with a whiteboard and design a system from scratch. AI made Mark look good. AI made Sarah learn. And that difference, that crucial difference, is what separates someone who uses AI as a tool from someone who uses AI as a replacement for thinking. So here's my message. And this applies to every student, every developer, every person watching this. AI is not your enemy. Embrace it. Use it. It's an incredible tool. But, and this is critical, never let it replace your ability to think. Learn the fundamentals so well that you can spot when AI is wrong. Because AI is wrong. Often. Subtly. In ways that look correct but aren't. And if you can't tell the difference, that's not AI's problem. That's yours. The developers who will thrive in an AI world aren't the ones who use AI the most. They're the ones who understand the most underneath the AI. The ones who can verify. Who can critique. Who can improve on what AI produces. I'm an IT professor. And I'm not afraid of AI. You know why? Because I understand what I teach deeply enough to know when AI is hallucinating. When it's wrong. When it's giving my students confident nonsense. Be the person who understands the craft. Not the person who outsources the craft to a machine and hopes for the best. AI won't replace you. But someone using AI, who also understands the fundamentals, will absolutely replace someone who doesn't. Learn. Think. Build. Use AI as a ladder, not a wheelchair. Subscribe for more rants. And tell me in the comments, how do you use AI? Are you learning from it, or are you depending on it? Because the answer to that question might determine your entire career.